Hello! Welcome to my video. This is Pickle. She's a menace. She's really not very nice. She's gonna hurt me, okay. Hello there! Welcome to my first ever video. Welcome to my little library. I'm just gonna give you a grand tour and talk about my goals, my book goals, and my YouTube goals. Okay, let's go. Let's get started. Let's just jump right in. Let's just dive right in, okay. Okay, so first up, I need to introduce you to somebody. This is my wonderful giant plant. His name is Mickey, and I've had him for about, I think, 4 years, and he just grows all the way down my bookshelf, and he's amazing. Okay, here are my book goals. One, the main task at hand right now is to read all the books that I have sitting on my shelves that I've yet to read. Two, I want to find more books outside of my normal genres that I read, which is fantasy and romance, or both. Three, my overall goal is to have a library, and that consists of 1,000 books. But my main goal is not to just have 1,000 books that I could read or that look cool. I want to have read all of those books. Now this is a very big journey. I'm not saying I'm going to do this all in my 20s. I just want to take you guys on the journey. So that's where my YouTube goals come in. I want to film to motivate me to read more and to create videos and content because I love making videos and I love filming and I love just talking to a camera. I just think it's a great time. I also just want to document the journey of finding more books to read to put into my little library, and I want to keep you guys along for the ride, and it would just be a fun journey to document because right now I have less than 200 books because I also am selling a bunch of my books. And yeah, that's the tea. Okay, so first up we have my romance shelf. This is the top shelf. It's like the first genre that became one of my favorites. So lighthearted, so cheesy rom-com. I love the little rom-com movies, so this became an instant fave in my book world. Up next, I have my romantasy romance fantasy shelf, and yeah, that is a lot of Stephanie Garber, but she's amazing. I also, on my right, have the Dune series, which is my sci-fi section. It's very small. I love Dune. I've only read the first 2 books, and my best friend Bailey has read the next 2, as you can see. This is also my friend Joe. He's a little coffee cup jelly cat that my dad gave me. And I also have my coaster here in case I have my fun drink of the day that I bring to my room, and I just keep it on my bookshelf. On my next shelf, this is basically kind of my random shelf. I have 3 murder mystery books, and all of the rest are general fiction, some nonfiction. I have a poetry book in there. Yeah, this is just kind of mostly a TBR shelf because I have read very little of these books, but I'm excited to read more. And this is my happy little friend. His name is Grubby. Now this shelf is a very fun one. This is my classics shelf. I'm trying to put reading more classics as a priority in my book reading world because it's definitely not been recently. This is my friend. Her name is Tara that my sweet boyfriend Caleb got for me. And yes, I can solve a Rubik's Cube, but not very quickly. It takes me about 3 to 5 minutes. My last shelf is pretty random. It is called my duplicates shelf. It's basically the books that I have multiples of. I have on my left a lot of Harry Potter books, which as you can see, I love Harry Potter so much. I have a lot of hardcovers that I got from a thrift store for Christmas one year. I also have some UK Harry Potter books, and I'll get into that later on. And I have Dobby, because he's just awesome. So I realized while editing my video that I actually haven't introduced myself. So anyway, I'm Kara Ann, and I'm 20 years old. I'm in my 2nd year at college. I'm finishing it online. Most importantly, I love Jesus with my whole heart. I just think it's awesome how the creator of the universe wants to know us, and he loves us so deeply, and it's amazing. I also love to draw and create a lot of different art. So here is all of my favorite supplies. I do a lot of junk journaling. I have a couple different journals. Here's my sketchbook that I love. It's made of recycled paper. One of my other YouTube goals is doing more crafts and stuff with art, and so I'm excited to make videos about this as well. But yeah, that's just a little bit more about me. Now we're at this section of the room. This is where I have just some fun little floating shelves. I really love old cameras and just cameras in general. So I have a Polaroid, I have film camera, some digital cameras. I also have a very old vintage Super 8 camera, which is amazing. I also really love vinyls. As you can see, I have a lot of records everywhere in my room. I love to display them, and I have a little record player. This is my little area with my floating shelves. Over here is one of my favorite things ever. They're my UK Harry Potter books. So my mom went to Ireland on a work trip many years ago, and I was like, Mom, that would be amazing if you could find a UK version of The Philosopher's Stone, the first Harry Potter book, because in the States, it's called the Sorcerer's Stone for those who don't read Harry Potter. Also, I'm a very big Harry Potter fan. It'll be very evident very soon if it isn't already. She found not only the Philosopher's Stone, amazing, she found the entire set. That's the only series that I've read more than once. I've read it twice. I'm very excited to read it again someday. But yeah, I just love Harry Potter. This guy's name is Carrot because he's a broccoli. How fun is that? I have a lot of Christian books up here. One's about Jesus, getting to know him, getting to know God. His character, Gentle and Lowly, is incredible, by Dane Ortland. We also have The Ruthless Elimination of Hurry by John Mark Comer. Amazing book, one of my all-time favorites. I also have a lot on here that I have yet to read, but I'm very excited to get to them. That is another part of my YouTube journey, my YouTube goals, my book goals. Just read more books that I have already. This shelf right here, this next one, are my Christian fiction books. It's Christian authors, Christian perspective, but it's in fiction. This huge book actually has every single Narnia book inside of it. So it was very exciting to read, and it felt just really cool to read a book this big. Another thing about me is that I don't tend to care if my books look messed up. I think it actually adds a lot of character to the books that I read, and this one is definitely evident. I think I spilled a smoothie bowl on this book. So sorry. But yeah, that's my take on like cracking the spine or anything. I think it's just fun when they look like that, because then it's like, oh yes, they've been read and they're very loved and well used. I have a couple more Christian fiction books that I would like to read soon. But yeah, that's about it on these shelves. I'm now here on the floor, and I'm going to show you the rest of my little tower, Eiffel Tower thing that I have here. This is my TBR shelf. It is quite small, but it just has the very next books that I would like to read, and just a couple different genres to hopefully get me out of a reading slump if I'm in one. Okay, last but not least, we have this side of the room. We have some more shelves. I have little hanging shelves. These 3 books right here are just for decoration. I thrifted them. They're extremely old. I don't actually know what they say, but I think they look cool. On this shelf, I have my decorative books as well as the entire Lord of the Rings collection. I have The Hobbit and the 3 main Lord of the Rings books. I have yet to read those, but I've tried to read The Hobbit twice. Has not worked out both times, but I will try again sometime soon. Okay, we are at one of my favorite shelves ever, my Harry Potter section. Of course, I have quite a few of these actually, but these are the original Harry Potter books that I've read. I've actually read them twice, the whole series twice, and I love how used they look. I actually went to Ollivander's, and me and my cousin got chosen from the crowd to have a wand choose us, and so it was so much fun, and I think I was like, I don't know, 13 maybe, but it literally became a core memory, and I love this wand so much. I first read the series when I was in 5th grade to 6th grade, and you can tell by my little signature here. But Harry Potter was really the series that got me into reading all the time and just got me really into fiction as well. Another series that really got me into reading after Harry Potter was, of course, The Hunger Games. I first read the Hunger Games series when I was in 7th grade, and I've read all of the new releases, and I love that she keeps releasing them. I hope she releases some more. And this is another little friend. He's just an avocado. Here's a stack of books that I'm selling. I'm selling them for different reasons. Most of them I haven't read or have tried to read and didn't enjoy. Here's some more childhood favorites. I loved The Maze Runner, read every single one of those. I read all of the first series of Percy Jackson and only the first 2 of the second one. I might try again one of these days, but the first one was just my favorite. This is an illustrated book of my favorite Harry Potter book, The Goblet of Fire. Here is my last little shelf section of books. I have my Bible and the Devo books that I'm reading and my journal. I also have the 2 fiction books that I'm currently reading, which would be The Life of Pi and Happiness for Beginners by Catherine Center. Here's a fun little mug that I made. I found Pickle. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have such a lovely day, and don't forget that Jesus loves you. Okay, bye.